Do you guys know that in our line of profession, sometimes when you start a video like this, you might not even have what headline or caption you're going to write for the video until you are done. Yes, it is like that. It is one of the reasons, say, maybe Roland will finish a video and say, boss, I spoke about this and I want you to write a headline for me. And I can easily write it because when he was even recording it, he did not have any idea of a headline in mind. He only had or knew about the content or the concept he was going to talk about. But this particular video, I have my headline written already. And I know my reasons for keeping this headline. I know there are many people who would not even wait to watch this video, but will be very pissed, will be very mad, will be very peeved about the headline. But who am I? Do I even care? Just as any ordinary person can stand up anywhere and talk about things that they want to talk about, I'm sure Sammy Flex also have that authority to speak about the things I want to talk about, though with a professional touch. I don't do it like they do it. I always make sure when I do it, there is some bit of professionalism attached to it. That is exactly why we are here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is the editorial here on Sammy Flex TV. My name is Sammy Flex, in case you don't know. And I'm doing this with my team, Theophilus Digosh, as well as Buju Lens, putting together the pieces. Now, the headline of this video, even before they put together the pieces, is Davido is cheap, and Ghanaians are saying this. Listen to me once again. The headline of this video, I don't mind or I don't care how this will invoke your feelings, but what I want to write is that Davido is cheap, according to many Ghanaians. Now, what am I talking about? I don't intend to spend so much time here, so let me make it brief and short so we can wrap up. Now, what am I talking about? I'm talking about the encounter between Shatta Wale, Jarviz, and Perla some few weeks ago, where a young lady who is making it big in her country, that is Nigeria, brought out a concept of mimicking how robots or AI, as in machines, have been talking. And for some reasons, people were caught up by the frenzy. They started loving her, and all over the world, she started getting attention. Thankfully, when she got the attention, after doing everything that she's been doing over the years, she decided to come to Ghana for something best known to her. When she came to Ghana, as young as she is, moved by the frenzy of seeing some exotic or luxurious cars in her home country, decided to play around and say that, oh, I've been here in Ghana. I'm not seeing the kind of glamorous cars I've been seeing in Nigeria. I'm not seeing the Benzes, and I'm not seeing all then expensive cars. Even the ones I'm seeing, they are not Benzing. Out of that, Ghanaians said, hey, who are you to come speak like that to us in Ghana? This is an offense. You dare not speak like that. Now, out of the many who saw the evil in what the lady did, one person, in this case, Charles Nyama Mensah Shatta Wale, saw the good in it. And just as everybody was running away from her, Shatta Wale decided to get closer to the lady to make her feel comfortable that, oh, don't be too moved by what Ghanaians are doing. Don't be shaken by what they are doing. After all, there is still love left here in Ghana to show you. So forget about everybody. Yes, you've spoken your truth. Whether it is the truth or not, that is what you have spoken. Feel free. And that ignore all the stress and the threats coming to you. If you have time, I have a Lamborghini, fresh one, yellow one. Come and let me put you in it. Let's run around town small, have so many people on the street. Let's go and even give them money, including you. You are sure going to benefit from it. And when Shatta Wale did this, come and see Ghanaians. Come and see how all of a sudden, everybody stopped everything they were doing, including campaigning against Galamsey, including talking about bad governance, including talking about the fact that Dumso seems to be coming back into the system, including making sure that all the rots in our system, in our industry, is being discussed. When Shatta Wale said this, they threw everything away. They threw everything away. They did not see the need to continue talking about it because according to them, Shatta Wale has encouraged a young lady from Nigeria who is having fun online. Come and see Ghanaians. Everybody was beating him some. You see that? We call it impabro. Everybody beats you some. You don't even know where the blow comes from. Before you just put Ghanaians started all over. Of course, he's strong. He never fell. He stood tall and still continued with his agenda. In fact, when they were even beating him more, that was when he was also saying more on the X app, aka Twitter. Like there is that saying or that adage, what doesn't kill you makes you even stronger. So though they were doing all attempts to kill him for saying that, they could not succeed. It even made him stronger. And he also stood on his feet, back to back, one man against thousands, was giving it to them notoriously, all over like that. Now, the lady left Ghana, went to her country, Nigeria, and of course, she started showing love to Shatta Wale, saying thank you to him, including others that Shatta Wale won out of that particular kind gesture. All the people who were in Nigeria and they were following this conversation, they felt like, someone has shown love to us. Let's also return love to the person. Let's go online, follow him, increase his numbers and all. Let's talk about him. And they did it beautifully. Now, fast forward. The person that many Ghanaians thought, or the people that many Ghanaians thought they were nobodies, they were non-entities, and that Shatta Wale was cheap to have even befriended them, and that Shatta Wale was cheap to have even started a relationship with them because they were nobodies. One of Nigeria's very own. In fact, accomplished when it comes to music, accomplished when it comes to societal norms, accomplished when it comes to wealth and riches. And here I'm talking about Davido. Davido had promised these young ones, one day, me and you, we will sit down together, vibe, and reach the world via the TikTok app. I'm sure when they set even the dates, maybe many were thinking, Davido, a time will come, when the time is due, I'm sure he will even tell them that he's gone to London or America to go play a show. So it is going to be one of those things. Unfortunately, their evil wishes never came to pass. On the day, information I'm gathering is that Davido sent for these young ones to be picked. That is Jarviz, Perla, and I hear a guy who sees himself as his manager or manager for the two, or maybe Perla alone, brought them to his apartment. In fact, his $1 million apartment. And on that day, he was not just coming to have time with them. He was also about releasing a brand new song. He released this song with the people. On that day, he played most of his songs and danced with the people. On that day, he even asked for what these young ones wish for. Asking, okay, tell me one wish, something that you wish I can do for you. These young guys all came up with different wishes, and Davido has promised to see into their wishes. And again, he would know what exactly he can do with regards to what they wished for. Davido, despite all his achievements, despite all his wealth, despite everything that he's done for himself in this world, appearing on all the international big stages, big platforms, both interviews and performance platforms, when it mattered most, when he saw the need to connect with another generation, he did not go to the breakfast show, he did not go to Charlemagne the God, or he did not go to any of these people. Do you know what he did? He went to Perla, he went to Jarviz, and he went to TikTok with these guys. Today, if you go to Nigeria, one record has been made that a single TikTok live with the greatest number of people, over 100,000 people, or maybe more, were live. They were all active one time watching someone who was doing TikTok live with over, I think, close to 200,000 or so. There were people who were live watching these people. A new song was launched right after the video dropped visuals for the song, and everywhere caught fire. Now, this is why the video is cheap. The video is cheap because the video did not go to, say, Nigerian Broadcasting Corporation, if there is something like that, maybe NBC or something. The video is cheap because there is Kenny's Radio, Lagos FM, Abuja FM, Beat FM, and all those people. The video did not go to them. Therefore, he's cheap. The video is about to release a song, and he did not go to America to sit on all then powerful radio and TV platforms or podcast platforms. The video is cheap. The video did not go to CNN to talk about his new album. He's cheap. The video did not go to BBC in London, maybe ABC in America or Australia or any of these people. He did not go there to talk to them about his new album, but he decided to go to Perla, Jarviz, and the manager. This is why Sammy Flex, I'm thinking the video is cheap. And I'm not thinking because that is what I want to think. I'm thinking like that because that is what Ghanaians said to Shatta Wale. I'm thinking about that because that was what Ghanaians thought Shatta Wale was being. He was being cheap for connecting with these young ones. Sometimes we are just late to know what works and what doesn't work. Sometimes, Shatta has been saying, hey, Charlie Ghana for the eye late, oh, Sammy, you're late. Yes, it is true. Now, after Davido introducing his new song, using these young ones, tells me that indeed, Ghana, you're late. Because they saw it as cheap. Now, when you go to Nigeria, on TikTok, no matter how new these guys may seem or look, they are one of the most popular brands you can think of when it comes to their TikTok app. They are very influential. Their numbers are huge and crazy. I hear even earlier, they did the same thing with Tiwa Savage or so. And today, Davido has also done it with them. If Shatta Wale did that and it made him cheap according to Ghanaians, then on behalf of Ghanaians, I'm also telling Nigeria and Davido that he's also cheap. If anybody has anything against Davido being cheap, please don't direct your anger to me. Direct it to Ghanaians because they taught me this. If you guys don't agree with me, if you think I'm speaking jazz and that whatever I'm saying, you don't agree with me, please come to Ghana and deal with Ghanaians because I learned it from them. Because Shatta Wale started connecting with a young lady on Twitter, started talking about her that, oh, let's do this. Everybody, they said, oh, that was cheap. Big superstar. You look at what you are doing. You are cheapening yourself. You are bringing your standard too low. I'm looking at the video standards with all the money that he's made from family and music, and he went to these ones. In fact, he's very cheap. In his case, I hear he's over $1 million kind of wares, as in chains, whatever, like jewelries, rich ones, expensive ones. He cheapened himself by removing them and placing it in the neck and on the hand of these young ones. That was very cheap from Davido. You buy diamonds, millions, naira, millions of naira, thousands of dollars, and you hang them in these or on these ones, their necks. That was cheap. Ladies and gentlemen, I had my title before this editorial. You can agree, disagree with me, or better still, if you see any sea or a big river around you, dive into it. Because Sammy Flex is speaking for Ghanaians. Sammy Flex is sending a message, direct message from Ghana to Nigeria, especially to Davido, that he's the cheapest celebrity ever in this world for doing that thing with these young ones. Shatta Wale can now rest. At least Davido has saved him. In Ghana, there is something I call savings and loans. When your matter comes up and you are trending and everybody is attacking you, definitely a week or two, something else will come. And the person will come and save you. That is savings and loans. So though Shatta Wale was the one who was cheap, according to Ghanaians, thanks to Davido for coming to save him. Davido has done the savings and loans for Shatta Wale. He's the cheapest celebrity commodity in Africa. You meet again. Maybe another cheap celebrity would also meet Jarviz. Maybe another cheap celebrity would also meet Perla. Maybe Shatta Wale himself, who has been labeled cheap already, would meet Jarviz and Perla one day. I came in peace. Therefore, watch this in peace, comment in peace, and let's do this again in peace. Salute. I'm out of here.